Good morning everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Jamie and this is the On Point YouTube channel. So, quick rundown. Yesterday I spent a whole day filming between two cameras, this one and my DJI. And I did the car reveal. Oh sorry, not sure where the lighting's cooked there. Yeah, I did the next project car reveal. A little bit of a rundown as to why we're swapping from what was the turbo territory to this one, and started disassembling it for, well, you'll see when we get there. Just to get home and find out that somewhere between the process of filming during the day, getting home and plugging my SD card into the computer, the footage had corrupted. So there's going to be a lot of missing content. I got time lapses and stuff still, which I'll whack in and do a voiceover after I reveal the car, and I'll just give you a rundown on what we did yesterday, and then we'll take off from there and continue about our day. So we're on our way down to the shop right now. Tuesday, 13 degrees outside, pretty chilly, but yeah, we will see you when I pull up. All right, so we made it to the shop. Now behind you lot is the car actually on the hoist. I've still got it lifted, let it drain some fluids overnight, just let the clutch sleeve just slowly drip out. Mind you, the worst clutch fluid I've ever seen in my life. Blacker than my mum, shout out you. I guess let's move out these tools and drip trays, and we'll turn the camera around, show you guys what we're doing as our next project car, some of the parts we got sitting around for it, and we'll go from there. All right, folks, let's show you where this project car's at. Now that the car's been revealed, I'll give you a quick overrun of what we did yesterday. I still have my time lapses off the other camera, so I'm going to pop these here and I'm going to give you a little voiceover. So here's what yesterday entailed for us. Step one was stopping off at Super Cheap, picking up an engine stand because we needed one for the shop anyway. Also thought my LS would look good on this. Quick morning chat with the boys. Next was pulling out all the ignition leads, which was an absolute prick. For those who have done a compression test on an LS, you guys know this isn't fun. Ran the comp test, all came back good, so started removing all the other accessories such as the exhaust and draining all fluids. So prior to recording, I'd already drained the engine oil, then it was trans oil and clutch oil. Now just the coolant, and then bring it back down. With that out of the way, all that leaves us with today is dropping the subframe, removing the running gear. We'll start inside the car. With all that out of the way, we'll start inside the car, undo the shift knob, shift the surrounding so we can drop it. The transmission is going to go with the subframe. We'll separate it once it's out of the engine. Let's do that. It appears to be two 10 mils holding in the shifter here. We'll undo those and see how we go. Shifter is out of the car. We're just going to quickly organise our bolts because I found one of these cases laying around. Generally I do just put them in a Ziploc bag with a little note saying where they go, but a bit more weatherproof, more rugged. Throw it in the parts container over here without it getting too banged up and lost. So I'm going to quickly do that and then we'll move on pulling this apart. We are going to undo these engine mounts from the bottom, just so when we drop the frame we can actually lift the engine up. And we will disconnect the loom from the top, from the fuse box, headlights, anywhere else it's still connected, like chassis wise on the top end. We'll label it, then we'll get to undoing these knuckles because we'll drop that all with it. Let's get into it. just 80 kilo of rust. Where in the f did I pull these two from? Engine mount, all good. Wouldn't it be a joy if European cars were that easy to pull shit apart on? Gonna go repeat on the other side. So I'm not gonna record that side, but same thing. So I've been dicking around a little bit. I've been trying to figure out what's the best way to disconnect the loom, and I found that I can't do it from the top just because the engine loom ends up running through the firewall after the fuse box, and I don't want to be pulling all that apart. So I'm just going to disconnect it from the starter and the alternator from underneath, and then I think that's everything. Will be good to drop the engine. It might be leaking. Stayed on the action cam for a sec because I didn't want to pick up the good camera, but the starter is now disconnected. Shout out Turbo Smart for the shirt. She gave me a turbo. Valvoline too. Disconnected from the alternator. And then we're pulling this bitch out. All the alternator, the ground, the starter, all disconnected. I'm going to bring the vehicle down, pull the loom to the top, triple check any other connections or anything else we have to remove. I'm pretty sure we're clear. If we are, we're going to lower the subframe onto one of these benches and pull this out. Fuel lines. Every time I think I'm at the step where it's okay for me to drop the engine, I find something else. So right now, pulling all the loom back, because where it goes to the ECU, it also goes through the firewall on the passenger side, and it's splined into one, and I'm not separating that. So systematically unplugging everything top end. We're going to time lapse it again, come back to you after that. I think we are finally, fingers crossed, at the point where we can pull this out. I'm just gone ahead and removed the loom. Fuel lines are off, AC lines are all off, power steering lines are off, vacuum lines are off. Let's let's bring it down, see what happens. It's either gonna come out or it's not, so I guess we'll find out. We're back on the nicer camera. My hands are a little bit cleaner now. I'm starving. My goal was to get this all dropped out by lunch, and well, there it is. In all honesty, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. There is a few tricky little bits and pieces which were a real show to try and pull out, but nothing that we weren't ready for, which is good. So like I said, I'm gonna go stuff my face, and then after lunch we'll work on separating these two, getting this to that, and yeah, we'll go from there. We've got Kev back here, smiling. I'm gonna quickly separate these two, come back to you once the engine is on the stand. Alright folks, 5 o'clock, end of day. I spent the last couple hours cleaning up, tidying up. First and foremost, there we go. Cheers. Let's go have a look. Alright. Obviously we have the LS sitting on its little stand, looking pretty, next to the Monaro badge. Wow, that looks kind of picturesque, hey? Subframe and whatnot's back in, brakes, wheels, everything. We have emptied all that, steering rack's reconnected so at least we can move it. I don't know if I'm going to do this as a one-part video or like... Now, you know what? Let's leave it there. We'll do an LS teardown series or like a, you know, reconditioning series. So until then, till we start tearing this thing down, thank you guys for watching. Welcome to the new project car. Pretty exciting. I'm pretty wrecked, I'll be honest. Sorry for yapping and not getting much out, but yeah, here she is. Project car's here. This one I'm really excited about. Got a lot of parts laying around ready to go in. That's going to be a tomorrow problem. So until next time, stay on point.